Alfred Poor. I'm here at the Digital Health Live Studios at CES 2019. And I have the pleasure of speaking with Ted Fischer. He's the CEO of Ageless Innovations. And I understand that your company has a brand of products that put a new age spin on the whole pet ownership situation.
Yeah, we launched a brand of called Joy for All. We were part of Hasbro, and about 7 months after 3 years of running it within Hasbro, we spun out into our own company. The management team left Hasbro, and we acquired the asset. And we realized there was this incredible need for interactive companionship. There was a lot of loneliness, isolation happening with older adults, and we launched a brand of products that look very much like real cats and dogs, and have really provided a lot of fun and joy and happiness for older adults and their family members.
That's really cool. I've read a lot of research in the past about social robotics and so forth, but for the most part, those were one-offs or very low quantity kind of production kinds of situations. So it's interesting to hear that this is a mass market. What are some of the features of these products that are useful to the elderly?
Yeah, so one of the things that we were smart enough to do before we launched is we went out, anyone who would let us in their living room, whether it was an older adult community or an independent living older adult, who wanted to give us feedback on what are the type of features. And what we heard repeatedly was this desire to give something and get something. And so one of the benefits we had at Hasbro, amazing designers and engineers who made them look very realistic, but things like we heard that cats vibrate when they purr. So we created a technology called VibraPurr that when you can actually feel it. The dog is a subtle heartbeat, it's sort of awareness of where the voices are coming from. We know that we heard that cats never do what you want them to do when you want it to do it, so the play pattern is completely random. So we left out the claws and the looks of disdain, but other than that, we kept the
That's awesome. Now, I understand that you've also got research behind this. I mean, it's one thing to make something that's cute and cuddly, but you have some proof that this actually yields benefits for the users.
Yeah, and really, right off the bat, we were trying to, we heard about this epidemic of loneliness and isolation, and we know that there's so many, seniors that can no longer have pets, and the product really took off. We launched it on Amazon and our own site, and the reviews were unbelievable, caught the attention of clinicians, and so AARP and United Healthcare just completed a study on self-identified lonely and isolated with very, very positive results on, depression reduction and sense of worth and interactive and a number of other measures. And then Pace University did one in a post-acute setting where they gave it to patients who were admitted for whatever reason to an emergency room setting. 90 got a pet, 90 got a visit from a nurse practitioner, and the 90 that got pets, they had more self-purpose, they discharged faster, they readmitted at a lower rate. Really fantastic results. Both those studies are being published in the next 3 to 6 months.
Awesome, awesome. I'll keep an eye out for that. I'm sure you know this, but did you know that in England, they now have a minister of loneliness?
I do.
So it's not a problem unique to this country, but it's certainly something that needs to be addressed.
Absolutely, and the reality is as the older adult population grows, which it's going to do over the next 40 years, people turning 65 at 10,000 a day, the issue gets bigger because the number of caregivers behind them, whether it's family members or clinical caregivers, it's not growing at anywhere near the same pace, and so the chasm widens. And so we have a company in the UK, we have a company in Australia, and most of the developed world has the same population issue, and therefore the issues of loneliness and isolation, which lead to dementia and depression and Alzheimer's and other things, are it's really exacerbating.
That downward spiral of health. Yep.
Exactly.
Well, that's great. Congratulations. That sounds like a wonderful product and a wonderful brand. Wish you all success with that.
Thank you very much.
Again, I'm Alfred Poor. I'm here at the Digital Health Live Studio at CES 2019. It's sponsored by Living in Digital Times, and I thank you for watching.